Next, we'll take a look at the opportunity section in Creatio. This allows you to track your sales opportunities through the stages of your pipeline. Like we saw in the lead section, the opportunity section has the dynamic case management functionality where you can define a series of stages for your sales process, as well as a series of discrete steps that you want your users to take along the way. Those steps can be required to move on to the next stage, or they can be optional prompts to remind your users of those steps in your process. Creatio will automatically track the number of days that the opportunity has been open, as well as the number of days it's been in the current stage, so you can use that to tell when deals are lagging. Creatio supports linking opportunities to both accounts and contacts to support both B2B and B2C sales. There are also default fields for tracking the budget, authority, need, and timeline information, as well as things like categorizing your sales and tracking the probability. The probability has a maximum probability defined per stage, which your system administrator can adjust. Or if you prefer to have the probability automated based off of the steps that have been completed, you can do that through the workflow engine. There are places where you can track the sales team that's working on this particular deal and what each person's role is in your selling process. And you can also track one or more contacts on the prospect side who are involved in the deal and what their role is in the decision-making process. You can also track who you're competing against on this particular deal and your relative strengths and weaknesses against them, as well as the tactics that you plan to use based off of those weaknesses. As you start to define the specific needs that your customer has, you can add products from your catalog to this particular deal and pull in the pricing information and set the quantity that you're going to sell. You can obviously repeat that if there are numerous products involved in this particular deal. So let's go ahead and add another one here. Once you've added your products to your deal, you can then print a quote document. The template is built using Microsoft Word, so you have a lot of flexibility in terms of defining the look and feel that you want for the template. You can pull in information about your company, about the contact, as well as any standard terms and conditions or other information that you need to include in your quote. Creatio allows you to track the history of your opportunity, so you can see not only the stage history of how long you've been in a particular stage, but also the activities and steps that have been completed along the way. There's also a nice function to see the full customer history for the associated account or contact, so that you can see that full picture of everything that's going on with your customer that may not be directly related to this particular opportunity, maybe for an existing customer, things like service cases that they have open. When you're ready to win your deal, not only do you have the option to change the stage to closed won, but you can also convert this opportunity to an order that allows you to select some or all of the products that you'd quoted in this particular opportunity to move to the order, and it will pull forward any of the pricing information that you defined for those products. If you're using Creatio as your order fulfillment system, you can then process the order directly inside of Creatio, or you can integrate this with your ERP or accounting system and do the order processing there. One last thing that I want to show you in this area is the forecasting functionality in Creatio. This allows you to define forecasts by a variety of different criteria. Those forecasts don't have to be tied to the opportunity section. You can actually create forecasts for any section in Creatio, but obviously the most common use of forecasting is for your sales opportunities. So this allows you to define different groups that you want to focus on for those forecasts. You can see we've got a few different groups set up here with different forecasts assigned. And then you can define goals as well as the calculations that you want to see for each time period in your forecast.
Opportunities in SugarCRM track our sales to our customers. You can see the screen looks very similar to the other screens we've seen. We have our detailed information up here with our different tabs of information. We have sub-panels with related products or revenue line items, calls, meetings, tasks, notes, and even quotes that can be related to opportunities. Opportunities can have multiple quotes if we're trying to sell multiple products. Within SugarCRM, the sales stage for an opportunity can be tracked either at the opportunity level for all related products or down to the product level. A lot of times customers will want to buy some of the products you're talking about in a sale and not other ones. So you can track each individual sales stage at a per product level. And one cool thing you'll notice here is as I'm changing the sales stage, our probability is automatically increasing. That can play into our pipeline reports for calculations and really give us some good information. Opportunities, like other records, can have customer journeys. Here we can see we have a customer journey that just matches our sales process. We can go from prospecting to qualification into needs analysis, and then on and on. And we can even use workflows to track when these stages are completed and start updating our related sales stages if we wanted to. So some really cool information. Just like other screens, you can click on this drawer button to expand information about the revenue line item we're looking at, its related opportunity, purchase history for the account, active subscriptions for the account. And that can actually get a little more interesting if we're up here looking at our opportunity and I think, oh gosh, what was this account? I can click this button, expand the drawer, and get a ton of information about my account, and even a comment log here where we can add notes without even leaving our opportunity. And this comment log would be tracked here on our opportunity as well. We also have our intelligence panel where we can see active subscriptions for the account we're currently talking to, our forecast information. What is the user's quota? How much have they actually closed one? We have quite a bit of a surplus we're seeing here. A forecast charting where we're likely heading over the quarter and what our quota is, and then even notes and attachments down here. I'd like to dive into quotes really quickly to see what those can look like. Again, an opportunity can have multiple quotes. So here we're taking a look. We have our detail information. One neat thing about quotes is we actually have our product grid here, and you can do some really cool things in here. For example, if I wanted to add more products, I could come in here and say, all right, let's add a couple of TK1000 desktops. I just click the button in my dashboard and it adds it over here. We need 5 of those. It's automatically updating our totals for me. I can click that here. I can drag and drop these around. I can add groups. I can add comments. Let's add a comment here. Thank you for your business. We can track sales stages for quotes as we go through. Let's change that to delivered. And I can go ahead and pull down a quote to say that it's been delivered. That's going to generate a PDF for me that's built using a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get editor. You can see we have our bill to and ship to information, quote number, a company logo, all of our products down here. The comment I just added, thank you for your business, and we can just push this out the door and have all of that information going out to our customers. Finally, once I've taken a sale to closed accepted, going up to the opportunity, I can do the same, or I could automate this process if I wanted to automate closing out and winning different products at the opportunity quote level. Using the workflow engine, I can get those things going together. Finally, Sugar has a really cool renewals console where it's going to track for me what's expected to close. I can look at all of my opportunities that are coming up in order of what I need to look at. If I simply click on one of these, it's going to open that drawer. I see my opportunity, the account, comment log, opportunity, interactions. I can get a ton of really good information right from here about the sales I'm currently working